Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the final hour of trading here, November the 29th, second last day of November. Oh my gosh, 2022. Welcome to the show here. We're watching the markets, give up gains that they had for a while this morning. Nothing serious. So here, we're watching we found it around the 11 o'clock mark, 10:30 even. The market began to give it up. And we reached a low today on the Dow. We were about, where were we? 33,662. 33,662. We're right now at 33,802. So 140 points away from the low, but the high was 33,933. 130 points from the high. So kind of in the middle. And the market just doesn't seem to have the overall combined strength of all three indexes, the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow, to lift up at the moment. We're up, like I said, we're down 46 now on the Dow, 11 on S&P, 73 NASDAQ, all three off. NASDAQ is the worst, down 2/3 of a point, nothing serious. S&P down 0.27, Dow down 0.12. Eighth of a percentage point for the Dow Jones. The oil market up $1.17 today to 78.41. We just are stuck in the $75-$80 range, it seems. For now, this seems to be where it's comfortable hanging around. Winter is coming on here and there, obviously, and oil is not getting ready to surge anywhere anytime soon. A ton of speculation out there about the strength of the world economy, the direction of interest rates, short-term, medium-term, long-term, inflation, lots of speculation. Is this a big problem? Not a big problem? Will the markets, tolerate this thing? How will the economy tolerate it? And on and on and on we go. Interest rates themselves, the treasuries are moving up just slightly. The U.S. now 3.75% after being at 3.65%. So we don't have a lot going on there. Over on currencies, the euro is at 103 and a quarter. It's off just a half a penny today, maybe barely. The pound is at 119.49, has dropped under the 120 level. Okay. Nothing dramatic there either. So there's the story. Europe today ended mixed, slight gains, slight losses, nothing much to get excited about. And here we are with the Dow down right now, 57 points. Walt Disney and Apple are leading the way lower on the market. GameStop 25.51 up 22 cents, has been now since about 12:50, just short of 1 o'clock. It started a drift, a downdraft from about $26 to $25.50, where we are now. We did spike to a price of, looks like $26.24, about 1/4 to 1, and we've now given up 75 cents since then, and it has been a really slow drop off. But I gotta tell you, this volume of GameStop today, 1.6 million shares, guys. This is 400,000 shares pre-split. I mean, we're getting worse and worse and worse on the number of shares trading hands on GameStop. Now, for some of you, you might want to put this into your thought process. If the shares of GameStop are not trading very heavily in volume, you can say, well, nobody wants to sell it or nobody wants to buy it. You could play either or on that game. But here's what I'm wondering about. Again, this is just me, the old timer here. When a stock doesn't trade in heavy volumes, that means it might translate into quieter volumes on the options. And if that happens, we may have wider spreads between bid and asks on options. And that's not good for trading options. We like tighter markets on options. The other thing we wonder about, and I wonder about, is if the volume and participation in GameStop is backing down and backing down and backing down, that could mean fewer players in the game, and it could mean lower premiums on options, because if the stock doesn't trade decent volumes, it's not going to have decent volatility. And the options game for option writers is to cash in on shrinkage, and volatility can help in that area, especially the last couple of weeks of a contract's lifetime. Stuff to just kind of keep an eye on. Now, the next bit of news coming out on GameStop, we know that it's coming, are financials. We know their third quarter, end of September financials will be released in the next week or so. Give it a week and a half, not too long from now. There could be a bit of a buildup on volume going into that moment, and then through that moment, we may see some additional movement. It all depends on how good or bad, if things are. Anything else is announced, anything else is going on, anything happening, we'll wait it out. But at the moment, the way the stock is trading at this moment in time, there's nothing going on. There's no hype. There's no excitement. There's nothing. And as we come closer to the announcement, the financials, the release of the financials, as we approach that day, there will be a what's the word I'm looking for? They call it a silent period, where the SEC has rules that insiders of a publicly traded company with a control position can't make commentary on the shares or the company during the sort of quiet period. And that's just before an announcement of financials. So it could be we're into it now, or we are about to enter that time frame. That might be another reason why we just haven't anything going. But as you know, you guys who follow me all the time, you know the company doesn't talk. They don't talk anyway. So are we missing out on any news announcements or any commentary from any insiders? Not really. It was a, let's say, quasi pleasant surprise that Ryan Cohen, a week or so ago, actually was involved in an interview. The first one came out inside the Wall Street Journal, which I don't know if it was a personal interview, but it was certainly a commentary about the company and himself. And then we saw this YouTube video that came out, an interview that was released. Although the interview wasn't necessarily with let's say, a truly independent type person, it might have been more of an in-house interview. But there were questions made, answers given, and we saw him actually talk on a camera. But it's been quiet ever since, hasn't it? So that's where we're at right now. I don't know quite what to figure, but we'll see what's going on. Thank you, all of you guys, for hitting the thumbs up button today. I appreciate this very much. Thank you. And Michael, Apple looking good. I held my December 16 140s all the way from $150 a share to where we are now, back to 140.76. Well done, sir. Down they go in value. That's the whole point right there for you. Mr. Premium of the options. I just wrote another cash secured put on GameStop, a $24 strike, expiring next Friday. I got $1.16 for it, and the stock right now $25.60. Interesting. See how that plays out for you. Larry Titus. Hello, everybody. I'm number 42. Deep Value earnings will change the volume moving forward for all of next year. Hopefully, this is their console cycle. Huge catalyst. Boris, hi, Uncle Bruce. I changed my Patreon subscription. Can you also send me lessons 2, 3, and 4, but only after you receive the dollars? I don't want to start the year by owing you money. Cheers. I will get that figured out. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. After the show's done, I'll try to figure it out. No problem. Those of you who want to buy lessons and you don't want to go through the website because you don't want to pay with PayPal, if you're in Canada, you can always do what they call an e-transfer. It's an email transfer. So you use my email address, which is down below. You can send funds there. And then the other one is, I have had occasion where people will make a donation to my Patreon site. The link is, I think, on my homepage. It's sort of up there somewhere. And they make a donation there for the $150 US, and then they send me a private email and say, I just made a donation to you on Patreon. Send me lesson number, blah, blah, blah. And we can do that. If that helps you. Again, for those of you who don't want to use PayPal or whatever the issue is. Karen, number 62 thumbs ups. Thank you very much, Karen. Adam, so if the spreads get wider between bid and ask and less players are in the options with GameStop, what would that mean for us writers? Will we still be able to write 2-3 months out, or will it change back to 2-week time frame? You'll still be able to write. There won't be any change at all there. And I'm suspecting that there's always a market for GameStop shares and options. But what I wonder about is if the spreads spread out on the stock and also on the options, it gets more difficult to write and buy back, because you might decide, okay, the stock's at $25.50 right now. I want to write a $26 call for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. But if the bid ask is 50 cents wide, and you have in mind, I want to sell for $2.50. I'm just making this up. And the bid is only 180 and the ask is 230, and there's a 180, 230 market. You want 150, you're a ways away from that buyer. If there's a lack of buyers, there's going to be cheaper bids. And that's a lousier premium to you. You don't want to sell at 180 because in your mind, 180 is way too low a time frame for the amount of time you're offering and how close to the money we are. So obviously you'll put a stink offer out there, but now you got to wait. Whereas if it's more active, the stock is more active, it'll have a tighter spread, it'll flow back and forth in price. So will the options. The options will have a tighter spread and it'll flow nicely. And there'll be liquidity, and it's easy to write, easy to buy back, and so on and so forth. So volume is important. There's no doubt about it. Boris, because the patron charges you on the first of every month. Yeah, they deposit to us once a month. Patreon does. So I'll keep an eye on it and see what's going on. Thanks, Boris, thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it. You can always send me a private email as well. Anytime you want to reach me at brucefarmer@hotmail.com, and we'll keep an eye on it. You betcha. I'll get you looked after. The volume, the drop in volume on GameStop is frustrating, concerning. Not necessarily concerning. It's not like we're only sitting at virtually nothing here, but it's 1.7 million, and that's pre-split 425,000, and pre-split we used to do 2 million a day, 3 million a day. Pre-split, that's 8 to 9 million, 8 to 12 million now. We're not getting anything like that at all. The idea of splitting the shares down 4-1 was to improve liquidity, and it's not happening. And that's something I'm finding a bit concerning or confused. I'm old, I'm confused. I didn't know I couldn't take the book to the bathroom. I didn't know. We'll see what happens. We're down 28 on the Dow. ATIP is down 5.8 cents. It's trading at 41.7 cents a share. It's getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper here. You can pick up more stock for even less money. There's going to get a point in time the stock is going to be so cheap, we'll be able to buy up every share there is, take over the directorship of the company, and run this thing. Who wants to be president? Who wants to be VP? Who wants to be CEO? We'll run this company. We'll talk about it. I mean, what is going on? This is the low of all time, I think. 41.7, 1 million traded today. That's what's going on ATIP. What can I say? Tesla, 179.73, down 319. It wouldn't go down today. It wouldn't go negative. Finally, it broke, and we're now down to 179. Apple, 140.80, down 342. GameStop, 25.50, only up 21 cents. Low trade today, 25.32. We're 18 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop. The question is, with 45 minutes to go, will we break the low and go red? And by how much? SoFi, $4.50 a share, up a nickel today, holding its own. It did back off from its high this morning. It reached $4.57, went down to $4.44 around 1:30 today, now back to $4.50, the best level since about 11:30 this morning. This is the best we've been at since then. So it is recovering somewhat. Volume on SoFi, 32 million, rather light. HPQ, another down day. We had a down day yesterday, another one today. Earnings come out after the bell tonight. We're at 28.96 on HPQ. So those options you guys have been writing on HPQ are certainly deteriorating, I am sure. All right. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, you spoke last Wednesday evening about buying puts and explained the gambling position that a person takes when doing that. But how about writing put options? It would be a way to work both sides of the market, but only if one is willing to buy the shares at the strike price when writing. Well, this is the thing about writing a put. When you write a put, you have to put up the cash for the potential exercise price. You then get a credit when you write the put, and now you wait to see what's going to happen. The problem with puts, not like that they're problem child, but one of the problems with puts compared to call options, volume isn't there, liquidity isn't as good, spreads might be worse, and the premiums aren't as generous. That's a number of the problems with a put. Now, look, if you want to play Apple puts, knock yourself out. But to play an Apple put, you have to be prepared to pay $140 for the stock. So even if you get $10 in a premium writing any kind of a put on Apple, whatever it is, you're still talking $13,000 to write a single contract. That's kind of expensive. Whereas if you want to speculate on the price point on Apple or on GameStop or whatever, you can buy a deep in the money call and write a put against it for a fraction of the cost, fraction of the money needed to write a put. It's much cheaper to write a call option, again, if you want to do it through a deep in the money call, than a cash secured put, which is pure cash. Up to you how you want to play it, though. A Splayer, at $100, I would sit only at 50 GameStop, so people like me can at least create new liquidity on GameStop. At 100, I would sit only at. Oh, I see what you mean. When before the split, you wouldn't be able to write option. I got you. That's true. Lorraine, 51-year-old that was kidnapped in Texas as a 22-month-old, was reunited with family through DNA done by 23andMe. There's a good bit of story. That's interesting news. Sell my house fast. Number 71 is a thumbs up number there. Thank you. Mr. Premium the Option is just kind of wondering what's going on. JR, I love writing cash secured puts. I only write on stock that I want to actually own. JR, Mr. Premium, that's what I've learned or what I've heard, that a person needs to be willing to own the stock. Mr. Premium, weeklies pay me about $400 to $500 a week. So again, for those who, if it works for you, great. It's okay. You can also use margin to write put contracts. If you have a margin account and you're long, marginable securities, you can use the marginability of those securities to write cash secured puts. It's just that a certain dollar amount will now be drawn on your account by your broker and placed over here in cash, and now you're going to pay interest on that money while it's over there. I don't know if you want to be doing that. Again, this is one of those things you have to decide for yourself just what works and how you want to work it. Dow Jones down 39 points now. S&P down 10. NASDAQ down 70. That's where we're at right now. ATIP 41.7 cents a share. Tesla at 179.72, Apple 140.69, GameStop 25.52, down up just 23 cents. SoFi is at 449.4, HPQ down 29 cents, Amazon down $1.57, Home Depot down 261, Cisco up 15 cents, Pfizer down 9, Netflix down 154 to 279 now. IBM is up 8 cents, Microsoft down $1.54. Vatic Vectors down 70, Adobe down 295, Goldman up 38 cents, Google down 77 cents, Boeing is up $3 today, Moderna is down $1.07, Meta Platforms up 111, ME up 7.5 cents at 283.5, Rocket Lab down 5 cents to 396, Matterport down 8 cents to 303. Smart Rent is up 6 cents here on a bit of a move at 242 last trade. The low today, 230 around 1 o'clock today. And in the last 2 hours, the stock has moved up 12 cents to be at its high of the day for sure. This is bringing it back a little here. November, yesterday we were at the 240 mark, and we were at 243 on the 28th yesterday again. So we're recovering our losses from yesterday right now, it would seem, up 5.5 cents at the moment. Spire is up 4 cents to $1.30, and Cyxtera is holding a 4-cent gain, but it's only at 178. Royal Caribbean down $2.10. Sorry, it's up 2.10. Royal Caribbean is actually up 2.10 to 60.20. I was going to comment it's over 60 and down. No, it's over 60 and up $2. Don't know why. It just is. Could be that Royal Caribbean is getting some positive vibes from a new ship that they're launching called the Icon of the Seas. This ship will be launched in next year for sailings in the Caribbean from the USA. And the ship will be the largest in the world. Here's an idea of what it looks like. This is the Icon of the Seas, an artist renditioning of the finished version of the ship. The back of the ship will look like this here, which is kind of similar to the Oasis class. They have 5 Oasis class ships now with these double wings at the back, these rooms where they have an opening in the middle that's right open to the end of the ship. This ship will be the world's largest. It'll be 23,000 tons heavier than the biggest ship Royal Caribbean has. She'll handle 5,500 passengers. This is a shot in France just a little while ago. She's still under construction, but she's taking shape here very quickly. You can see at the back there the 2 distinct wings of the rooms there, and you can see these poles sticking out of the top. Those are indicating there's still more layers to go on top of this ship. More layers are coming. This thing's huge. Here's an overhead shot of this ship. You can see at the very front there that silver-colored dome. That is their entertainment area there, and then you have some pool areas there and some lounge areas. Then you go towards the middle of the ship and all kinds of pools, and you can see down the middle, right down into, you can see like a forest down there. That's known as Central Park. That's an outdoor walk area with restaurants on both sides of the walk area. And then towards the back, after you pass the funnels, you see the largest water park at sea that is going to be operated there. And then the Wave Rider at the very back on the one side, and on the other side, areas to relax and enjoy the sunshine. An amazing structure. This another indicator here. Just look at the number of people that could be on this ship here. From the very top where the Wave Rider is, then down below restaurants, and then down below on the big level there, right above the name of the ship, a huge pool area there. Then the walkway through the middle of the ship all the way towards the front of the ship. You can walk inside there. Unbelievable. Probably a $1.5 billion bill. Now, the story goes, this ship was put up, Royal Caribbean put up vacations on this ship. You can book a cruise on it. And apparently the word is that they had the highest number of bookings in the history of the company when they announced this ship was available for booking. And of course, its home is going to be Florida, and it'll be doing 7-day cruises to the Caribbean, where they will visit their own private island, Coco Cape, and other spots. They'll have Eastern and Western itineraries, Eastern Caribbean and Western Caribbean itineraries. And they booked up a ton of rooms on this ship in the first few days of opening it. So that might be why the stock is reacting, because the folks who are booking the inaugural 2 or 3 months of that ship will be paying top dollar to get on it, because brand new ships, you don't get discounts. And so something's telling me that the cruise line is hyping up how popular the ship is. It's the first, I think, of 4 or 5 like it, that they will deliver one every 2 years or so over a decade. And eventually they'll have 5 of those, along with the 5 big Oasis class ships they're running now. And going back in time, of course, the oldest ships will slowly be retired out and replaced by these monster Very interesting. All right. Let's see. Mr. Premium says, I make 400 to 500 a week just on GameStop, by the way. AJ, Mr. Premium, I do a lot of cash secured puts too. And most times I don't get to put the stock, especially on GameStop. I still don't own a single share, by the way. A sign says the Uncle Bruce Index, average price of SoFi, ME, ATIP, Spire, Matterport, Cyxtera, Rocket Lab, and SmartRent is sitting at 253 right now. A month ago, it was 311. A year ago, it was 1295. Have the markets backed off in the last year? I would say so. The Dow Jones was at its all-time high. So was S&P. So was Nasdaq. The IPOs that were coming out from Wall Street would come out at $40 a share. First trade would be $90 a share. At the end of the first day, $140 a share. You remember those days? How much cash was lying around and how the markets they just went nuts. And there was talk a year ago that we were in a bubble. The market was in a bubble and there would be a correction. Well, not only has that happened, we've had interest rates take off, inflation take off, a war in Ukraine show up, tensions in China and Taiwan. There's a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, even the UBI is under pressure. So what do? You buy low, you sell high. This is called low, in my opinion, but you have to decide yourselves what price is right for you to move in on. I think the time to buy is when everyone has an excuse to sell. And right now, a lot of people are using the tax loss excuse to sell. And history shows patient investors, patient and focused investors who buy when everyone's getting out and stick around a while are shown a lovely return over time. But you have to have the guts and the internal fortitude to say, I'm buying this stuff and I don't care what anyone says about it. I'm just going to buy this and put it away. That's what I'm going to do. As I mentioned this morning, some of you may find if you want to write options on some of these shares at double the price they're trading at or more, and take the option premiums you can get and average down on some of these or all of these. It all depends on you. Or you may want to use the funds to buy deep in the money calls and write call options to enhance revenues. There's a number of ways to play this. You have to decide for yourself what works for you. Okay. What else? There'll be a day, says Mirko, when the UBI will be 129.53. How about that? Willie is here, number 65 thumbs ups. A sign of smiling. Bobby Atkinson, thumbs ups. HBQ stink bid hit between lunch and last break. 100 plus and rewrote for January's instead of May's. Giddy up. I'm up $100. Constantine, Uncle Bruce, I notice if I write and then I don't watch the market anymore, I don't feel the need to buy back early. I just get busy with other things and I keep myself from touching that call. There you go. Madamu had my first margin call today. Ouch, that hurt. $2,160. Ouch. JR, Bobby, I just hit on the HBQ stinker and it got a cool $327. Nice. JR, Bobby, way to go. Bobby, that's that boat's all inclusive. We've got HBQ now trading at let's take a look here. Get my quotes back. We're down 30 cents on HBQ to 28.90. The low of the day on HBQ was 28.85. So I'm imagining that there are some of you with options out there that have really backed off in the last couple of days, because yesterday we had a down day. Today we've got a down day. The shares were sitting at 30, what was that? 30.53 a couple of days ago. And they were even at 31.04 November 15. That's 2 weeks ago. So they've come down a couple of dollars here. And here we are, 28.90. Telling me that a bunch of contracts are shrinking out, and time, 2 weeks ago to today, 14 days, that's time evaporating on these contracts. Hello, everybody. Way to go. Let's see what else is going on here. 34-point drop on the Dow, 9.1 on S&P, 71 on Nasdaq, oil holding a 129 gain. ATIP still showing me 41.7 cents a share is what I think we are sitting at right now. And we're trading 1,061,000 shares. On Tesla, down 263 to 180.30. Apple down 359 to 140.63. GameStop at 25.50 a share, up 21 cents. Again, looks like another attempt to go lower. We just dropped again, 25.48, just dropped another 2 cents. The shares are now 25.47, 15 cents away from the low of the day. So they're heading that direction to the low of the day. The question will be, will GameStop hold a gain or go into the red? We have 29 minutes left to go. Everything else is red. What about GameStop? SoFi holding a 6-cent gain though at 4.51 after bottoming out at $4.44. And we've got HPQ down 35 again at 28.86. Amazon down 158, Home Depot down 250, Cisco is up 7 cents, but Pfizer down 14, and Netflix down 59, IBM up 1 penny, Microsoft down 199, Vanik down 79, Adobe down 296. There you go. More red than green for sure. 25.48 on GameStop. There you go. Bobby, I'm agreeing on this tax harvest for, is that HPQ? Is that what HPQ? I never made it back. It never made it back into the 30s. It couldn't get back up there. Interesting, isn't it? Earnings come out after the bell, I think. Mirko, about these cruise ships, if we reach that 30 to 50 grand a month neighborhood, it would be nice to cruise for a whole year nonstop. Cruise ships are great to go on. I don't think you'd be happy after about 2 or 3 weeks. I think you'll find it to get pretty old pretty quickly. Although you can take these around the world cruises that last anywhere from 100 days to 150 days, 3, 4, 5 months. But it's the stops that are the exciting part. The ship becomes kind of the new normal for you after a while. But I'll tell you, these big, massive vessels, they look fantastic. They look really interesting. And, we're talking about that kind of a vessel with 5,500 people. It's powered by liquid natural gas. It has ship-to-shore power, so the engines don't burn when she's at port, which is pretty cool. And there's probably 30 restaurants on board this thing. I mean, the variety is unbelievable. In a 1-week cruise, you can't do it all, and that's the point. Bobby, earnings on HPQ was last week. Oh, is that right? I thought it was out. I read something today. Maybe I'm obviously confusing with somebody else. In any event, Flint Creek, ATIP, how low can you go? At the dentist, I will listen later. There you go. Someone will scoop this up. We're back to 42 on ATIP after bottoming out at 41.7. We're now trading at 42 cents as the last trade at the moment. I just get the impression that stock has been coming in on forced sales, where people are either throwing in the towel or they're being thrown out. And you get a little selling frenzy and then nothing, and then a selling frenzy and nothing, and a selling frenzy and nothing. But we haven't had a recovery today of any significance. We'll see if anything comes through in the last 27 minutes of the day. ATIP, 42 cents a share. There you go. 25.56 to 25.60 on GameStop. Another little attempted recovery run is going on. We'll see if that holds. It doesn't seem to be holding. We're getting these little buy waves coming into the market. The Dow now is down about 10, 11 points instead of 40, 50. This could just be a little computer type buy program that kicks in under certain parameters. I don't know. And then it might fizzle out again. But we don't really have a serious run going anywhere on this market, either higher or lower in a really concentrated way. Tomorrow, the Fed Reserve, I think Powell speaks tomorrow. Is he in Congress or is he on a press conference? I'm not sure. He might be giving a speech, but something's happening, and we'll see what's happening. Crypto bank Silvergate's stock has crumbled, but Wall Street is still backing it. Here's why. There's an article about this company. There's all kinds of articles coming out now about crypto exchanges, crypto banks, crypto this, crypto that. crypto. That there's all kinds of them that are in trouble. The article here says that crypto bank Silvergate Capital stock has collapsed by 82% this year, wiping out $4 billion in market cap. You wouldn't know it on Wall Street, where most analysts continue to rate it a buy. Shares in Silvergate have been hammered by the contagion spreading through crypto due to the bankruptcy of FTX. Silvergate stock has been lost more than half its value in the last month alone, including an 11% decline on Monday. It was up 3.35% to $25.99 on mid-Tuesday. Silvergate isn't a pure play on crypto like Coinbase. Rather, it is a federally chartered bank with a traditional banking business, interest income, and more than $11 billion of deposits. The company reported net income of $40 million in the third quarter, delivering earnings per share of $1.28. What excites Wall Street is its crypto services business. The heart is the Silvergate Exchange Network, a service that allows investors to send money to crypto exchanges. Silvergate also ranks in dollar deposits from customers that use it as a bridge between crypto and traditional finance. That network is a big reason that analysts recommend Silvergate as one of the best and most regulated ways to get exposure to crypto. 7 of the 9 analysts polled by FactRate, they FactSet rate the stock a buy with an average target of $52.90, more than double the recent price of $26. Yet, the SEN network has seen a sharp fall in volume as tokens and crypto companies collapse this year. The bankruptcy of FTX raises more concerns about whether volume will return along with crypto-related deposits and loans. Silvergate has tried to reassure investors, saying it has minimal direct exposure to FTX as of September 30. Deposits from digital asset customers totaled $11.9 billion, of which FTX represented less than 10% of the total. So there's a brief, quick history there. Well, interesting story. We'll see how that happens. I don't know about the SoFi connection to crypto. I don't think it's certainly not as intense as Silvergate's. My thinking is that my guess is that the SoFi company is more of a chartered bank and much more of a traditional bank than a crypto type outfit. So hence the stock at 452 here, not at 222. And of course, we know every time a quarterly report comes out from SoFi, they release new numbers of members in their system, larger deposits on hand, bigger portfolio of loans, growth in their gross income, and their losses per share are shrinking up. They're about to turn the corner. So the question is, when is the magical moment that SoFi can predict that they'll be turning a profit? Or can anyone predict it in the near future? I haven't seen anything yet, but I would think we're closer as each day passes to having SoFi become profitable, and it'll become very profitable. Sooner or later, it'll be a moneymaker, and there won't be any talk about delisting or even stock rollbacks. It'll be about PE multiples and earnings per share every quarter going forward. Can't wait for that day. Believe me, I can't wait. We're down 37 on the Dow. We're back down again. Whatever buy program came in fizzled out, and we're down 9 on S&P. We're down 72 on NASDAQ. Those two have not moved. Those two indexes seem to be quite comfortable, just sitting there, waiting to go lower, I guess. I don't know. Down 35 on the Dow last I saw. GameStop still at 25.60, holding a 31 cent gain, but we seem to be backing up a little bit. We may have been a little higher. Yeah, looks like we may have just traded a penny or two above. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll watch. We got 21 minutes left, kids, and we're done for the day. 21 more minutes. DQ and Bama Babe, thumbs ups 87. Thumbs ups 88. You guys are awesome. Thank you, as always, from me to you, all of you out there. 89 thumbs ups, 11 left to get to 100 for the afternoon show. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. JR is going, wow, that the big, where's that comment? Wow, the big tight ass, the tight big ass spreads made so easy to hit right away. Another HPQ right. Yeehaw. There you go. Right on. Well done. Cindy, I am number 90, Bruce. Bobby Atkinson, has any other group tried to make changes like crypto has in financial history? I only know of gold to the dollar trickle down thing. Kent, my hubby is nagging me to go on a cruise again. He watches YouTube traveler videos every night. These new ships are amazing, but I'm still too afraid with COVID. Yeah, I've escaped it so far. I hear you. I did a report last night on my travel channel where I was talking about the COVID cases that are hitting ship after ship over in Australia right now. And the only reason we know it is because Australia is mandatorily making it mandatory to report your numbers. USA doesn't do that anymore. So you have no idea when a ship comes into Miami or Los Angeles, how many people getting off that ship have positive COVID. You have no idea. But the Queen Elizabeth, the Cunard ship, Queen Elizabeth, was turned away from Bali a couple of days ago because the rumors were that between 200 and 465 people had been tested positive for COVID. The ship was turned back and it headed back to Australia where it was starting. It was doing a 17-day cruise. It was on day 6. In 6 days, there were up to 465 cases. 2 weeks ago, the Majestic Princess cruise ship went back to Sydney on a 15-day cruise. They were only like 7-8 days into it. They returned with 800 positive cases of COVID on one cruise ship. The total people on board, 4,000. 20% of everyone on board had it in 5-6 days. You got to wonder what the hell's going on. Quantum of the Seas had 400 cases. Coral Princess, 290. Grand Princess on another cruise, 200. Just all kinds of cases of COVID. And this is officially verified from Australia, where out of the US right now, the CDC has stopped making cruise lines be upfront. And now nobody knows. Nobody knows how many cases there are. I'd rather spend the money on golf for the kid or buy more stocks. There you go. Splair, I bet when the market starts to see gains for a month or two, so maybe somewhere in 2023 or 24, SoFi has the perfect place to start a run to 10 to 14 bucks. One never knows. I think the moment that SoFi declares a quarterly profit, where they've turned the corner, and now they start estimating profits for the next quarter, the quarter after that, and the quarter after that, and it's like 2 cents a share, 5 cents a share, 11 cents a share, that kind of pattern. You see that kind of pattern on SoFi beginning to take shape, the stock is gone. People will now overpay for this stock knowing it's a profitable company, and they'll now be prepared to hold for 5 years, knowing that I pay $6-7 now and it'll be $30 in a couple of years. I don't mind waiting. That is going to be the turning point. I just don't know when this is going to be happening, though. Bobby, I'll bet SoFi runs in the second quarter next year. At the rate now, they should be making money. Only 9 cents left to go per share per quarter. So they only have to start making 3 cents a share per month profit to take out 9 cents a quarter in losses. That's all it would take. Hawkeye, can't be COVID aware. Am currently positive and just tiresome in so many ways. There you are. There's the issue with this disease. It's still out there. What else is going on here? Oh my gosh, down 6 on the Dow. We're just barely down. Another buy wave came in. We've got 16 minutes to go. Just a nothing burger day. We're down 6 on S&P. We're down 64 on NASDAQ. ATIP now is up again, 42.3 cents, up from that 41.7 and 42 level. It's at 42.3 at the moment. Now 42.1. So it's jumping in tenths of a penny here right now. Tesla 180.80, Apple 140.94, GameStop 25.58, SoFi 453.5, up 8.5 cents on SoFi. HPQ down 30 at 28.91. Amazon down 158. HD down 227. Cisco is up 9 cents. Pfizer down 19. Netflix down 53. Netflix now 73 lower. IBM up 13. Microsoft down 196. Vanik down 57 cents. Adobe down 248. Goldman up 66. Google down 69. Boeing up 331. Moderna down 171. Meta up 92. 23andMe up 7.5. Rocket Lab down 6 cents. Matterport down 9. Smart Rent up 5.5 to 241.5. Spire up 2 cents to 128. Cyxtera up 5.5, 179.5 on Cyxtera. $2 gain on Royal Caribbean. Bed Bath Beyond up 12. Carvana down a dime. Robinhood down 4. BlackBerry up 4.5. Norwegian up 74 cents today. Carnival up 44 cents today. They're having a good day. Target up 47 cents. JP Morgan up $2.10. Costco down $1.13. Walmart down 76. Disney off 118. Nvidia down $2. American Airlines at $14.12, up 29 cents. AMC and Ape combined are up 9 cents at $8.56. The preferred shares that you got for nothing, they're trading at $1.07. They were handed out for free. For every common share, you got one of these prefs. They're $1.07 a share. Just a disaster. Snowflake down 4.50. DraftKings down a penny. Workday down 2.51. DoorDash down 1.16. Airbnb up 20 cents. Micron down 74. Intel up 14. Coinbase at 43.03, up 52 cents. Texas Instruments down 16 cents. Oh my gosh, Foot Locker at 39.68, up $1. What else is this? eBay is down 60. U.S. Steel down is up 23, but slumping. Yeah, there you go. There's a quick recap there. We're down now again on the down. We're down 41. We've just done another down dip on the down. We're down 11 on S&P. We're down 79 on NASDAQ. All three indexes just took a hit. What is going on? I don't know. Let's see. Hawkeye, Kent, be COVID aware. Watch out. Kent saying, Hawkeye, feel better, please. My husband had COVID, but kid and I have made it through without getting it so far. We're so good. But I'm not getting on a cruise ship. No way, not right now. JR, here comes another slump. And here we are. Like we said, we just saw it. What can I say? I don't know. 25.48 on GameStop, just holding a 19-cent gain, and we're 16 cents away from the low of the day with 13 minutes left in our session today. It's a day of shrinkage, some pullbacks here and there for certain. Rugman may well come to your rescue. With the Dow losing almost 500, it was 497 last night, something like that. And here we're down 35, 40 points. We're not getting a bounce back yet. Kind of setting it up. I just get the impression that we're going to go lower. I don't think a rally is being mustered up here. I just don't see a rally coming on these stocks. I see another wave of selling because the optimists are going, geez, we didn't recover today from this 500-point shot that we took yesterday. We're not getting an up move. What's up here? And tomorrow Powell speaks. He can't be coming up with good news. There's no way he's going to come up with happy talk. So this market better wake up. I think the market just wants to ignore the reality of the situation and move into 2025 where everything's okay now. There are no guarantees things will be okay in 2025. None. So we got so much work to do here. Hawkeye, thanks, Kent. Definitely makes sense moving the dough elsewhere. What can I say, everybody? Thank you all for being with us today. Apple threatening to break 140. Tesla threatening to break 180. GameStop 25.54 last trade. And SoFi 453.4, up 8.4 cents right now. Okay. We're watching a lot of stuff here. Rocket Lab down 6, Matterport down 10, ME up 7, Smart Rent up 4.5, Spire up 2.5, Cyxtera up 5.5. Okay. Uncle Bruce, do some of the stocks trade in fractions of a penny? F has a funny candle chart with opening and closing numbers between penny differences. Yes, stocks do trade inside of pennies down to 1/1000th of a cent at times. That is what makes pay for trade work. Brokers will sell you a stock at $1.05. They bought it at 104.98. They're selling it to you at 105. They make 0.2 of a penny on whatever number of shares, all done by the computer. No human being involved in the transaction. And slivers of pennies are made on trades times hundreds and thousands of shares. This is the business we're in. Nick, 101 thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Swear, I hope GameStop tries a short kiss to 23 tomorrow. Nick, Uncle Bruce bought 5,000 SoFi at 448. I'm holding off writing any covered calls right now. And SoFi is at the moment now trading at 454.5 at the moment. Nice buy there, buddy. Well done. Well done. 25.56 on GameStop. They're both green. GameStop, SoFi are green. Everything else is red around my screen at the moment. We're down 14 on the Dow again. We're getting a little wave again. This is, I don't know, the fifth time of this kind of nonsense. 9 minutes to go, and we can put an end to this for the day. Thank you all for joining us today. Don't forget tomorrow, Primetime Live, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. The last time from Calgary, primetime, 8 o'clock Eastern time for Gold Bagel members only. Next week, Wednesday, will be primetime live from California. Looking forward to that. Bobby, I was hoping GameStop would be touching 24 today. Oh, well, tomorrow the lunch is served on the carpet. Go, Jay Powell. Yoink! Here we go. Nick, if I can buy more in the high threes for SoFi, I am ready. I'm ready to buy this, baby. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. 42.3 cents now on ATIP with 9 minutes to go. 42.3 last trade after hitting a 41.7 low on ATIP. 1,114,000 traded. There's a little nibbling coming in on ATIP. Still down 5.2 cents at the moment. 24-point drop on the Dow. 260 drop on Tesla. We're at 180.30. Apple 140.90 down 332. GameStop 25.61, holding a 32-cent gain right at the moment. There you go. There you are, kids. There you go. Oil up $1.20 a barrel, trying to hang around 78.50 a barrel right now in Texas. Okay, we have a lot to watch tomorrow, the day after. As we're waiting to see what's going to happen in Europe on interest rates. What is coming up with Mr. Powell tomorrow? What is the Federal Reserve going to do on December 15th? The speculation will run rampant between now and then. You know it. And so we'll have all kinds of gyrations out there. Pretty sure we will. Crazy, crazy times. Down 23 points now on the Dow Jones with 7 minutes left to go. And our day is done, kids. There it is, 7 minutes. I don't know. 180.29 on Tesla. Trying to hold the 180 level. 140.82 on Apple. Trying to hold that 140 level. By the way, Splitter says, was anyone writing yesterday Matterport 3.5s and 4s? I took some with 2 months' time yesterday. The old surfer late, but I'm here, buddy. Number 156, that's impossible. 106, I'll believe that one because we have 107 thumbs ups right now. It's all good, old surfer. Thank you, pal. Mr. Premium of the option, Nick, might be time to short FL again. Footlocker, it might be time. One never knows. The Dow now down 36. 7 minutes to go. Another sell wave has come through. How thorough, how powerful will it be? I don't know. Don't know if there's that much power behind this sell wave, but at the moment we're down 41 points on the Dow Jones. Okay. Splair, and looks actually like a good decision for some ATI dough, probably 333.80. It's actually a good time there to write. I don't know, Splair. I don't know. Down 40 on the Dow now, 10 on S&P, 77 on NASDAQ. The three indexes have all backed off in the last few moments. We'll see if there's follow through on this or not. Tesla 180.45. There we are there. 25.62 on GameStop. Not backing off. 6 minutes to go, kids. 6 minutes to go. And we're done. SoFi up a dime at 455. HPQ down down 38 cents. HPQ at 28.84 is where we're at on HPQ. Amazon down 162. Home Depot down 301. Cisco up 13, but Pfizer down 23. Netflix down 53. Oh boy. IBM up 31. Microsoft down 150. Vanik down 97. Adobe down 198. And Goldman up 117. There you are. All right. All right. 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and we're done. 4.5. Oh, my. 23andMe trying to hang around positive, only up 3.5 cents now to 279.5. Rocket Lab still down 5.5. Matterport down 11.5. Smart Rent up 5 cents to 241, up 5.5 to 241.5, and Spire up 2 cents to 128. Cyxtera up 5.5 now, 179.5 right at the moment. There you go, kids. Oh boy, the Dow down 6, another wave. Here we go. We got Y wave, a sell wave, a buy wave, a sell wave. That's what's going on this last half an hour or so. Okay. Don't know where we're going to end up with this. Anyway, there you go. Thank you guys. BW. Wow, Florida has a lot of seniors. Always had. You know, the funny thing is that healthy 65-year-olds move to Florida, right? Healthy as get up. 30 years later, they're dead. What is that pattern? I mean, all these healthy people move down to Florida, and then 20, 30, 40 years later, they're all gone. What does Florida do to people? You got to wonder about that, huh? You know, just what the heck, you know? 70-year-olds die, 80-year-olds die. What's with that? Ridiculous. It's the humidity, Bruce. It's breathing in all that humid air just does them anything. By the time they hit 90, 95, they're finished. I guess that's it, huh? Smart. I mean, with three, with their on Matterstop, at least we're second or third time now at $3. Yeah, the old Matterport is frustrating, isn't it? It just won't take off. The old Matterport just won't get going. DQ. They need a dry heat. Should move to Arizona, you know. Cashmere, number 109. We got to 100 on the meter. Right on, babies. We broke 100, and we're at 109, 110 on the thumbs up meter now. Oh, those thumbs keep coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. That is beautiful stuff. It's nice of you out there to help out. Splair, I hope, by the way, everyone has an enjoyable day. Nice sentiment. Nice thoughts there, my friend. 2 minutes left in our day. The Dow's up 2 points. The Dow has managed to gain 2. Looks like 4 points. S&P down 6. NASDAQ still down 62. The Dow is up now 4.07 points at the moment. That's it. That's all there is. 25.60 on GameStop, up 31 cents. Okay. JR, pretty good day when I make some money there, Splair. Yeah, I love that. BW, DQ, yep, right on. Dry heat, that's what they need. The Dow negative, now positive. It was down a point, up a point, down a point, up a point. We're down 6 on S&P, down 62 NASDAQ. Coming into the final minute, guys, the final minute of trading today. Thank you all for joining me today and hanging out. Jen and I do appreciate you being here. 42 cents on ATIP here, right near the end of the session now. Tesla at 180.83. Apple holding 141.23. GameStop 25.58 again, back under 25.60. SoFi 4.55, up 10 centinos. There you go. Nick is saying to Mr. Premium, as soon as I'm done with X, I will short the heck out of Footlocker. Larry, 1 minute to win it, baby. Here it is. JR, does Larry have the gang ready? The gong ready? I think he does. I think he's primed up and ready to nail it. It'll happen here at any moment as we now come into the final moments of our day. 7-point gain on the Dow at this second in time. We'll see if there's a late sell-off. 7-point gain, 5-point loss on S&P, and a 61-point loss on NASDAQ. There it is. And let's see what else is going on here. No money made here for me, says Cashmere. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully it'll be a better day. Alberto, I'm here. Let's go. Absent due to the job. I need to quit my job. Fresh Canadian forest air is probably more healthy. JR, there she blows. Larry Titus, bingo. The bells are ringing. We're finished for the day. A DQ. Thank you, Larry Titus. I'm showing the Dow maybe up 1 point. Maybe we're up 1 point on the Dow. Down 5 on S&P, down 64 on NASDAQ. The final prints will come through shortly. Let's see what else is going on. And good to hear about making moolah, says Blair. 1 point gain on the Dow. ATIP 42 cents. Tesla 180.83. Apple 141.17. 25.59 on 25.59 on GameStop. Okay. DQ Nick dang it. What's going to bore us? Dow shows 2 points now. Yeah, we're hanging in there at the moment with a little game. We'll see if any last minute fluctuations change it up, but it's irrelevant. It was a nothing burger day. When it's all said and done, it was a nothing burger. And there you go. Boris thinks it's now showing -2, and now it's +1. So there you go. Thank you all for a lack-shows spare. Nick, you are stuck in Tesla. I'm in X, a DQ. Nick, I'm barely green on it, wondering if Rugman drops it tomorrow. We shall find out. Thank you all for joining us today. Great to have you here as we finish off the last of this. 456 on SoFi, up 11, A little gain there at the very end. It looks like SoFi came back to about the 1030 trading level. The high was 457. We closed at 456, so pretty good for SoFi to turn it around on 40,200,000. GameStop volume at 25.59 was 1.94 million. Not even a 500,000 pre-split. There you go, kids. There it is. There's your day. That's the deal. So tomorrow we'll be on first thing in the morning for Gold Bagel members for the Trade Alert Show. If you want to get in on that, become a member right now of this channel. Hit that Gold Bagel membership icon and join in. Then we'll see everyone else at 8:30 tomorrow morning and at 1 in the afternoon. And then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, prime time. Tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be on for Gold Bagel members only for the Hangout Show, the last one from up here in Canada. I look forward to that tomorrow. And then we're on Thursday and we're on Friday morning. And that's it. There will be no Friday afternoon show because we are in the air Friday afternoon, flying out of here. But we'll be on Friday morning for the last time. Thank you all so much for joining us here today. Hope to see you all here tomorrow. And let's go, kids. JR says, let's go USA. They're playing Iran right now. They're up by 1. How about that? Playing soccer against Iran. Okay, kids, take care. Be well. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Catch me tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. Thanks again for memberships, thumbs ups, subscribing, donations, all the stuff you guys do. You're amazing. Class purchasers, thank you guys. 117 thumbs up. Nice wave of thumbs ups today that came through here. That's really nice. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow morning. First thing, everybody. All the best to you. And let's make some money tomorrow. Okay, guys? Thank you. Bye for now.